Hello and Assalamualaikum to everyone watching out there. My name is Asyrif Muhammad Saidin from 5X BME1 of UniKL Miat, and this short video was made as an assignment for my Fundamentals of Airline Economics subject. Now, this video will briefly explain the flight delay effects on airline economy. Now, what are flight delays? They are what happens when flights took off or arrive later than the scheduled time. Now, in my opinion, this is normal in air transportation because there are a number of factors that are involved in the daily operations of passenger air transport. Now, based on Gui, Li, Sun, Yang, Zhou, and Zhao in their paper titled Flight Delay Predictions Based on Aviation Big Data and Machine Learning, the Civil Aviation Authority of China has determined the cost to be ranging from severe weather, air route problems, technical problems, or other problems such as the problems faced by the air traffic controllers. Flight delays have happened since the dawn of passenger air transportation. It has happened before, it is still happening now, and it will continue to be a problem in the future. Not unless someone figured out a way to eliminate delays in an absolute manner. Now, based on a very recent experience, I have encountered a flight delay on my trip to Sabah with a certain AA airline. And that has cost me tens of ringgit in extra cost, and not to mention the loss of productivity time. And that's just to a person. There are many other parties that could potentially be affected by flight delays. Now, based on the analysis from Ball, Barnhart, Dressner, and 7 other individuals from their paper titled Total Delay Impact Study, a comprehensive assessment of the cost and impacts of flight delay in the United States, they have determined that flight delays have an economic impact on the airline and to the country economy as well. For airlines, flight delays cause an increase in operation costs. For instance, the pilots are paid based on the maximum scheduled block time and actual block time. The longer the actual block time of the pilots, the more they must be paid, logically. In addition to that, the aircraft fleets used for different routes are planned based on scheduled flight arrival and departure times. Now, flight delays changes those schedules, which in turn will lead to poor aircraft utilization and the use of larger fleets. So, an excessive or even moderate amounts of flight delays are highly disruptive, causing extra crew costs, other various costs that includes accommodating disrupted passengers, and aircraft repositioning. So, poorer operational performance leads to more expensive operations. Other than that, the airlines will lose the demand for their services. Now, due to flight delays, passengers might not want to go through the hassle and costs of a flight delay, that they're willing to switch to alternative transportation modes or not even traveling at all. On top of that, flight delays have an upward effect on airfare while decreasing people's willingness to pay for air travel. Some trips are shifted to automobile transport, which will increase the amount of road traffic, which in turn will add to the congestion costs on other road users, and also environmental costs on society at large. Next, let's talk about the country economy. Now, the paper mentioned above conducts the simulations based on the United States economy, but it can be applied to other countries with similar economic structures as well. Now, an increase in airline costs due to delay causes passengers to pay higher fares, right? So this increases the cost of production for industries that rely on air transport to conduct business, which will lead to a decrease in demand for the output of such industries. Now, this would also cause a loss in productivity in employers on business trips because there's less time to work due to the delay, yes? And the decrease in productivity will lead to higher firm costs and prices. That will lead to a decrease in demand for the firm's product. Now, a projection made in the analysis for the US GDP in the year 2007 showed an approximate $4 billion GDP lower than what it should have been in the absence of any flight delays. Now this, of course, as this estimation also considers the growth in the US economy during that year. Now the analysis also showed that an increase in efficiency, meaning less or no flight delays in air transport, will decrease certain direct internal economic activities within that airline. For example, when there is no flight delay, there is fewer needs for pilots, right? Meaning less money to be paid to the pilots. But in contrast to that, the general economic activity will be increased due to the reduction in the cost of component of the production, which includes the airfare, right? So in conclusion, the net effect of flight delays is an inverse relationship with the general economic activities. Based on Peterson, Niels, Barcy and Graham's The Economic Cost of Airline Flight Delay, the reduction in delay causes a reduction in airline costs, which reduces the price of air travel, which will ultimately lead to a lower domestic vacation prices. This will increase the demand for tourism. Now that is it for my very short video. I hope you learned something from it. You can read more from the papers listed below if you're interested. Thank you to Mrs. Suhairini and everyone watching. Goodbye.